Hello everyone, welcome back to another AI writer review. This time it's for Texta. Like I've said in my other AI writer reviews, I have tried quite a lot of AI writers for my online business, so I feel like I'm in a good place to give you a review and to let you know what I think. Today I'm going to be in this review comparing this app with my favorite app that I use most often at the moment in my business, which is called Writer, so that will help to give a comparison, especially when it comes to the quality of the output, which is for me the most important thing in any AI writer, alongside the user interface. Now, if we look at the user interface for this app, it's not bad. It's a little bit garish. It's not the best, but it's fairly okay. But the editor itself, I don't like it at all. It looks a little bit strange. You go here, like to add more, but yeah, it's not the best implementation of an editor. And the app, the user interface in the app for me, it's okay. It's not awful, but it could use some work. The main benefit, I would say, of this particular AI writer is that it has more templates. It has quite a lot of templates. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, but you can see here for the long form, it does have a full blog post editor, and it even has article writers for different styles of articles. So I quite like that. But like I said earlier, the main thing is the output. You can see here as well, they do have some interesting things like the grammar correction option and the paraphraser option. So yeah, these kind of things are the good things, but now we're gonna actually think about the generation, because that's very important, right? I've already started some generation, so I've asked for a blog intro from this app and also from Writer. I've inputted the exact same information. Have you ever wanted a hedgehog as a pet? Can you even have a hedgehog as a pet? And this is what I got from Texta. Hedgehogs are a beautiful, colourful creatures, so that doesn't really make sense because it's the plural rather than the singular. Anyway, that can be enjoyed by many people. They're also a little weird, right? Well, if you have the heart for it, you could have a hedgehog as a pet. If you don't, there's no way you can enjoy their company. That's why we wanted to tell you about the best reasons to get a hedgehog as a pet. We hope this article was helpful and that you made a decision to add one. Okay, so that's a little bit weird for an intro. It sounds a little bit strange. It's okay, but it's not great. Hedgehogs aren't the only furry friends you can have. Canines, foxes, and other small mammals. So it started to talk about other things you could have as a pet, but I didn't say anything about that in the description. I just asked for something on hedgehogs, if you can have a hedgehog as a pet. So I don't really like that one. Finally, hedgehogs are some of the cutest creatures in the world, and yet they can be a little daunting to get your hands on. That's where pet hedgehogs come in. Not only do they make great pets, but they also offer a lot of value as a business investment. Business investment? Here's how to get started. First, decide what kind of hedgehog you want. Yeah, okay, so again, a little bit strange. It's kind of okay. If you human edited it, you might be able to use it, but it would take a little bit of effort. So the output here for me is not the best. Then we go across to Writer. Like I said, I've added the exact same information for the AI writer. So the first one here, it says the answer to the first question is yes, you can have a hedgehog as a pet. You just need to make sure that you are aware of the proper care and maintenance they require. Hedgehogs are very easy to take care of. They do require a lot of space. So this first one is really good. I really like it. Whether you want to have a hedgehog as a pet or not, this section will tell you all about the pros and cons of having one. Hedgehogs are nocturnal animals. Again, that one is good. Third one, hedgehogs are small mammals that live in the wild. They are nocturnal and they can be found in Africa. Can you have a hedgehog as a pet? The answer is yes. However, you need to make sure. So I would say these are more on point, because I said here, have you ever wanted a hedgehog as a pet? Can you even have a hedgehog as a pet? So this has kind of more directly answered what I've asked for. Whereas this one, the output is not as good and it's not as focused on what I asked for. So I would say the writer was the winner there. Okay, so we are now going to do some, if I can find it, social ads like I did in the last one. Face ad copy. So we're going to do for Hedgehogland. Have you ever wanted? No. Describe your products. We sell the cheapest and best hedgehogs in America. So this is a bit like my last video. I like to keep things kind of similar so it's easy for you to compare from video to video. So here we go. We're going to create some ad copy. We're going to do the exact same thing over here. Facebook ads. Hedgehog land, and we're just going to paste the exact same information. 3 variants, right for me. It's going to be underneath there. Anyway, I'm sure we'll work it out. Oh, there it is. So, not that one. So, it said, introducing Hedgehogland, the best place to buy your very own hedgehog. We have the cheapest and best hedgehogs in the country, and we're always changing our selection to fit the needs of our customers. Not bad. Looking for the best hedgehogs in America? Look no further than Hedgehogland. We sell the cheapest and best hedgehogs in the country, so you can find the perfect one for your needs. Looking for the perfect hedgehog home? Yeah, doesn't sound great. Look no further than Hedgehogland. Our animals are the cheapest and best around, and we have a wide variety to choose from. Our hedgehogs are always happy and healthy, and we have a wide selection to choose from. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so they're not bad. The second one is not great, but the other one's, you know, usable. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what writer gave us. Hedgehog promotions. Okay, ad copy. Do you want a hedgehog? We have them all. If you're looking for the cheapest and best hedgehogs in America, then Hedgehogland is the place for you. We also have a 10% off discount. I don't know why it says here product name Geeks United, product description Geeks United is. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, the one and only ad copy. If you want the best price of a hedgehogs, then you need to visit Hedgehogland. We have all kinds of hedgehog breeds and colors, so we're sure there's a hedgehog that's perfect for you. And to top it all off, we have the cheapest price in America. This one here. One more. We know you want a hedgehog. Is it because they're adorable little creatures? That could be it. Is it because they're easy to take care of? Probably. Whatever the reason, we can help with our selection of the cheapest and best hedgehogs in America. So, yeah, this one is not bad. This one is not bad. Although I would say the ones from writer, of course, this is only my opinion. Apart from the fact it put something weird here, but apart from that, the actual ad copy I would say is at least equal, probably slightly better than what we got from here, because also there seems to be a lot of text here, and usually for these kind of social adverts you wouldn't usually have this amount of text, whereas this one, the amount of text seems a bit more accurate. And yeah, so I would say personally I slightly prefer writer over the outputs we got for Texta. So we're going to do one more. And I think the last one is for a meta description. It always says describe your product, but for a meta description it shouldn't be describe your product, so that's a little bit confusing for this one. So it's going to be a meta description for can I have a hedgehog as a pet? That's the title of the blog article that the meta description is for. A meta description, for those of you that don't know, is just a short description that a lot of people like to add to their articles that will be used by Google when they show it in the search results. Okay, so can I have a hedgehog as a pet? Okay, so we're going to do the same thing quickly because I don't want to keep you too long. SEO meta description. Can I have a hedgehog as a pet? 3 variants. We're going to get rid of everything because it's getting a bit confusing. And right for me. I'm going to go back to the first one. Can I have a hedgehog as a pet? Meta description. Here at Hedgehog Haven, we love all things hedgehogs. We carry all the supplies you need to take care of you. So this doesn't sound like a meta description for an article. Can I have a hedgehog as a pet? This sounds like an ad for something called Hedgehog Haven. So that's not very good. Are you looking for a pet hedgehog? Check out a selection of hedgehogs to pick the right one for you. Again, sounds like an advert, but this is supposed to be a meta description. Are you looking for a way to add some extra character to your home? Maybe you have a hedgehog and you're not sure if you should keep him or not. Here at Hedgehog Haven, okay, for some reason it keeps adding Hedgehog Haven, although I didn't ask about anything about Hedgehog Haven. I don't like any of these outputs. They don't sound like a meta description. Okay, what do we get from writer? A hedgehog is not a good pet for children. They are nocturnal and will bite when scared. The answer to the question, can I have a hedgehog is this: it depends. Can I have a hedgehog as a pet is the question we hear most often, and the answer is yes. With proper care, your hedgehog will be an excellent and fun pet. Okay, so obviously when you do really write a meta description, you would want it to reflect whatever the article you have written is about, and it's all going to be really connected. But I would say both of these writers didn't do a very good job, but I would say at least writer gave me one here that sounds a bit like it could be a meta description, whereas the Texta ones all sound like adverts, so it's not really a meta description at all. When I said, and again it says describe your product, which is a bit weird for a meta description. So yeah, so I think in general you can see that when we compare these apps, writer usually will give you a slightly better output, and I prefer the UI of writer. You can see it looks very professional, very smooth. Yes, Texta does have more templates for AI. It does have a few unique things like the paraphraser and the grammar corrector, and yes, it does have the ability to do long form, which you'd have to do in a manual way in writer. However, you can see that the editor in writer looks really good. I can highlight something here, ask it to continue writing for me. I think that's really good. It looks really nice. Like I showed you earlier, unfortunately, the text editor I think looks rubbish. You go to add more, and you have to kind of add these things here. It does work, but it's a little bit clunky. It doesn't look very nice. So for me, I would rather use writer over Texta any day of the week. And then if we look at the pricing, you will see that moves even more towards writer. Texta, you can see if you're paying on a monthly basis, will go from 25 US a month for 25,000 words up to 79 a month for 100,000 words. Whereas writer, first of all, there is a free trial here, yes, but writer has an actual free plan where you can actually generate 10,000 characters a month on a free plan forever. It's not a trial, so it's a really great way for you to try them out without having to commit. Even when you start having to pay, it's only $9 a month for 100,000 characters, or $90 a year, but more importantly, you would pay $29 a month or $290 a year for the unlimited plan on writer, whereas you can't even have anything unlimited on here, and you'd have to pay $79 for anything kind of close to that. So for me, yes, writer is the much better option. Yes, if you were to commit for a whole year, you could get the monthly down to 29 or 350 US for 1.2 million words, and I think that's 1.2 million words in the whole year, right? But writer it would only cost you 290 for the whole year for unlimited, right? So even if you were to commit for a whole year, it's still more attractive for you to go for Writer. So again, I think you're seeing now why Writer is my go-to AI writer for my business right now. I use it a lot. Texta does have some potential, but I'm not a big fan of the editor. The outputs, as you can see, are really patchy, and for me, when you use any AI writer, the outputs are the most important thing. So I wouldn't be recommending that you use Texter right now. I would recommend instead that you go for Writer. I will leave my affiliate link in the description. So like I said earlier, I would recommend you go over there and you try to sign up for the free plan. You have a bit of a play around with it and see if you like it. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.